We're like 3 minutes into the road trip and I can't even leave here.
Look how big it is.
Oh my God.
Bird, it's terrifying.
Jeez.
No wonder I'm getting attacked.
Here, hurry up then. Beat the light, beat the light. All right guys, Bert Bouchard here over at Red Cape Sports. Today we're gonna offer you guys a video, a look inside our life. Basically, Mitch and I were about to leave right here from Windsor, Ontario, and we're gonna go to my work in Ridgetown, Ontario, pick up a check, pay off some bills. We're gonna take you guys for the ride. Honestly, you can't start a Canadian road trip, as they call it, until you hit a Timmies. I hope they're ready because, you know, we've been buying a lot of Timmies coffee lately, but that's okay.
And a lot of cards.
Tell this guy to move. Look at this. This is ridiculous. Can't even leave. Boys, we're like 3 minutes into the road trip and I can't even leave here.
Calm down, Bird.
Oh, this is ridiculous. This guy's gonna blow through the light. So much construction in Windsor, we may never make it. It's so ridiculous. This guy on the bike is gonna get there before we do. I can smell it, you know? Boop. No cop, no stop.
So if you had a word for Timmies, what would it be?
Love. Probably. I mean, I gotta get the iced coffee. If you guys are from the States and if you've heard of like Tim Hortons, it's not the same. Hi, can I just have a small iced coffee? Okay. In honor of 99 Wayne Gretzky, the great one? Sure. Thank you. No, that's everything. Sure?
She's not gonna be happy with home.
You can keep the change as well?
Like you meant you like wanted like 9 shots of
No.
Oh, okay.
That's the Gretter. This is just in honor of the Gretter. Oh, that's for you. That's for you. All right, have a great day. She wasn't having it, boys. She was done. She wants to go home. It's been a long day.
She must not have bought any good cards or something.
No, obviously not. Basically what happened was, and maybe we can throw in the video, I just said I wanted my coffee in honor of 99 Wayne Gretzky, the great one. The reason why that's funny is that specific Tim Hortons, I actually made a video and it went viral. So I ordered what's called a Gretter. So a Gretter is a small coffee, like a small black coffee with 9 creams and 9 sugar, often referred to as the 9x9. But here in Canada, we call it the Gretter. And then you just chug it in front of them. It's absolutely filthy. It's absolutely disgusting. But right before hockey playoffs, you got to get it done. So, you know, I just order it like this, and then she's like, "Oh, well, do you want 9 creams and 9 sugar in there?" I'm like, "Hell no! Why would I want that? You know?" Anyway, that's my story. Okay. Beat the light! Beat the light! Whoop! And I just want to point this out here, guys. There's a Timmies like every kilometer near you. Like I know in the States, there's like a Starbucks within like walking distance everywhere. But boys, there's a Timmies everywhere. Yeah, so the last time Mitch went through Timmies, we got some bad news. He asked if they had any of the hockey cards, and typically speaking, the hockey cards from Timmies, just like 3 in a pack or whatever for $1. It's an add-on if you buy a coffee. It's pretty good promotion. But anyway, Mitch asked if they had any, and the guy's like, "No, like we're not doing them at all this year." Because they did the miniature hockey sticks, but apparently with that means no hockey cards. And if that's the case, we're gonna have to start a riot.
Dude, I was gonna beat up the guy.
I
gonna
know.
Go in there.
The guy, like, I was so upset. My heart was like...
I'm like, "Bird, hold my beer." Like, I'm going in.
They actually made this very well. A question that I get a lot that we're not trying to dodge here at Red Cape Sports, but we get a lot of football questions. Let me say this. I feel like there won't be football after week 6. I feel like just the pandemic and everything that we're seeing right now in college football, I don't think we're going to necessarily see football past week 6. I hope to death, I hope to death I'm wrong. I really do. With that being said, anyone who actually has me as a friend on Facebook knows I'm no longer a Detroit Lions fan. Like, that's legit. And you might call it bandwagoning, but I am still literally waiting for my apology letter from the Ford family. I don't know how in your last 32 football games, it's 31 or 32, let's even call it 32 for argument's sake. How do you blow 18 leads in the fourth quarter out of your last 32 games? That's ridiculous. Like, the Detroit Lions aren't trying to do anything to progress, to get better, and I'm just upset with it, and I'm done. Week 1 was just atrocious. It was a piss poor performance. Matt Stafford, I love the guy, but I would honestly love to see him get traded because, in my opinion, all bias aside, he's a top 10 quarterback in the NFL. He really is. Maybe even top 7. And I would love to see what he could do on basically any other team in the league. The Lions are just awful. Like, think about it this way. You have arguably, and I mean arguably, the greatest running back of all time in Barry Sanders. And his quote was, "I would rather retire than play for the Detroit Lions." Okay. And then probably the greatest wide receiver, at least of my generation, other than Randy Moss, Megatron. And what was Megatron's quote? "I would rather retire than play for the Detroit Lions." Point being, the Lions suck. I don't understand how you spend a first-round draft pick drafting a running back. Mind you, wasn't even the best running back on the board. They took the first running back off the board, and then they go out and sign an agent, Adrian Peterson. And then they make Peterson the starter. So why did you spend a first-round draft pick on DeAndre Swift? The guy's got butterfingers, can't catch anything. Like, Anyway, needless to say, the Washington football team is now officially my team. As of about 4:30 Eastern Standard Time, Sunday night. Welcome to beautiful Ridgetown. We're gonna get there, long story short. Just gotta pick up my weekly check. Can't buy sports cards without dodging rent, right? So we're gonna dodge rent, use the money to buy some sports cards. No, I'm just kidding, honey. I'm actually just kidding.
You just call me honey?
Well, if Amanda watches this, she probably doesn't watch. She doesn't watch, so, you know. Oh, you got tons of room, lady. There you go. Drivers, unbelievable. Park here in this nice little hole.
Look how big it is.
Oh my God.
Dude, it's terrifying.
Jeez.
No wonder I'm getting attacked.
Here, hurry up then. All right, guys, just stopped. This is the paper I write for. And yeah, I actually made front page here really quickly. What else? Made front page. There's another one of my stories. There's another one of my stories. So yeah, pretty cool. And picked up the check. So now we're gonna head off to Chatham, which is about 10-15 minutes down the road. But first, it's time for pizza. Everyone seems to think that you need a napkin when eating pizza, but that's only if you spill or if you miss. But the reality is when you're eating pizza, it's all going in your stomach anyway. You don't want to miss. So if you eat pizza properly, you actually don't need a napkin. All right, so we got here. We still haven't got out to Chatham yet. I don't know how long this is gonna be throughout the episode. Depends how Mitch edits it. But I gotta go to the bathroom. There's a Timmies down the road because, like I said, there's a Timmies basically every I don't know, kilometer and a half. Vámonos. We're about 45 minutes away from home. We just had our trip to the local shop in Chatham. Decent little shop, you know, got some sports card stuff, got some Funko Pops, all that stuff. We weren't allowed to film there. That's totally fine, you know, it is what it is. I picked up some cards, $3 bin, full transparency. And I know Mike DeStefano will like this. I picked up 2 Kevin Fialas and 1 Shea Theodore. They're actually in my pocket here. So if Mitch wants to look at those, here are the 3 cards. And I got them all for $9. No shipping, no anything. The 1 Shea Theodore is a bit banged up, but it is what it is. You know, you live and you learn. And I had to hit a certain amount of dollar points to use his debit, so it is what it is. Had a nice little chat with the guy though. So that was basically it. And then basically on the way home, Mitch and I were just discussing, you know, just some players, baseball's on, and I don't know, Mitch might think differently from this too, but the way I see it is Ronald Acuna, like, people are like panic selling him, I want to say. And that to me is really weird to panic sell, because if you think about it, he's played about 50 games, but in a regular baseball season, you play 162. So, I mean, he would still have 100 plus games. Like, he hasn't even played half a season yet, if you think about it. So, it's weird to me. Like, his numbers aren't skyrocketing superstars this season, but that doesn't mean Acuna himself isn't necessarily a superstar. And then another point that Mitch and I identified is it doesn't really matter if the player himself is good. Like, you know, Zion, was he overhyped when he came in? I don't know if he was necessarily overhyped, but the hype was there. And basically the discussion that came up from that was, it doesn't really matter if the guy's overhyped or not. Like, you can make money on almost anyone. What's key in sports card investing is getting in at the right time. So, yeah, that was basically it, guys. Looks like we're going to be in a construction zone here. This Dodge. What's up with people driving in Dodges? Always want to being like right on you. It's kind of annoying, eh? Look at this guy. Okay, now he's backing off. Yeah, Kevin, there were no kids there whatsoever to rip off. So for the Shark, you can't go to Chatham, Ontario to rip off some kids and to get some good investments, but it is what it is. I don't know. There's just so many different aspects to this game, and I would say don't just listen to what people have to say, but actually do your research, right? And like, if you like a guy, watch, this guy's gonna pass me up on the left, but he's in a hurry. I think his girlfriend's home alone.
Side chick's coming over.
Yep. He's going to her. He's in a hurry. So, yeah, we're going to Tim's actually up in like 2K, and maybe get some gas. So. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Hope that you enjoyed our little road trip. Until next time, peace.